how are you? Things are going really well here. It's hot today actually, but on the way to work I noticed that the leaves are starting to change colors. Are the leaves changing colors where you are? I just noticed it today, so it seems a little bit late here this year, but maybe it's because it's been so hot. But the cool weather's coming this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. I have two great books to share with you. One is Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Top. And then the next one is Click, Clack, Boo. It's the same characters, just different storyline. I think you'll really enjoy both. One year when I first started teaching, a group of the first grade teachers dressed up like the characters in this book. That was a good group costume. Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Top by Doreen Cronin, pictures by Betsy Lewin. And this one won a Caldecott Award, which you'll remember is an award given for the illustrations. Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Top. Most of you have probably never used a typewriter, but when I was little, I had a typewriter that I played with, and I played secretary. Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Top. I wonder what kind of notes they're going to type on that typewriter. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. At first he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough that the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets. No way, said Farmer Brown, no electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. So the cows went on strike and the hens did too. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed the note to Farmer Brown. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good idea. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. Okay, our next story is Click, Clack, Boo, and this is going to help us get ready for Halloween that's coming up in just a few days. Have you decided on your costume yet? We dress up at school as book characters, and I think I'm going to dress up as Lily from Lily's Purple Plastic Purse. In previous years, I've been Amelia Bedelia, Junie B. Jones, Olivia the Pig, Miss Nelson from Miss Nelson is Missing, and that's all I can remember. Okay, Click, Clack, Boo. Maybe if you haven't decided your costume, you'll see one in here that you like. Click, Clack, Boo. Farmer Brown does not like Halloween. Witches give him nightmares. Pirates give him shivers. Jack-o'-lanterns flicker spooky shadows on the wall. Farmer Brown leaves a bowl of candy on the porch. He puts a do not disturb sign. He draws the shades and locks the door. It sounds like he's saying, don't come to my house. But in the barn, the Halloween party has just begun. Oh, they're having some prizes at their party. They're giving prizes for the most candy eaten, the scariest boo, the loudest scream, and the best costume. There is a crunch, crunch, crunching as the mice scurry across the field. There is a creak, creak, creaking as the sheep slowly push open the barn door. There is a tap, tap, tapping as the cows go to the window to let the cats in. Farmer Brown does not like the sounds on Halloween night. He checks the lock on the door. He peeks through the window. There is a dark creature standing beneath the trees. Farmer Brown runs to his room, pulls on his pajamas, and climbs under the covers. He hears the crunch, crunch, crunching of leafy footsteps heading toward the house. Who do you think it is? There is a creak, creak, creaking on the old boards on the front porch. Then a tap, tap, tapping on the front door. I see a white head and some little feathers sticking up there. I wonder who that could be. Farmer Brown pulls his covers up tight. He hears a quack, quack, quackle in the crisp night air. Quackle! Farmer Brown jumps out of bed. The porch is empty. The candy bowl is gone. There is a new note on Farmer Brown's door. Halloween party at the barn. Farmer Brown runs to the barn. There is a creak, creak, creaking on the old boards of the front porch and a crunch, crunch, crunching of leafy footsteps heading toward the barn. Look, Farmer Brown's still in his pajamas. There is a tap, tap, tapping on the window. Who was it? Duck. It was Duck. And he has a Best Costume Award in his hand. I wonder who that's going to be awarded to. Happy Halloween! And look who got the Best Costume Award. Farmer Brown in his PJs. Well, I hope you all have a very happy Halloween, and I can't wait to see pictures of you in your costumes. Love you all. Talk to you soon.